Good morning to all my cheerful students. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Children, this is a disastrous year for us wherein we are experiencing the pandemic of coronavirus. Our country has already experienced this thing as well as the corona is entering each and every state of our country. As well as we have seen or heard the cases of humans being ill-treating the animals, they are killing them and they are harming them. One such recent news which has spread in internet and in social media that a lady in Bhubaneswar, she killed a dog who was begging before her for food, and the dog had 3 puppies in her stomach. Such a rude behavior from human. I don't know what these humans are doing. Where is the humanity gone from them? This is what the humans are doing nowadays. But these animals are so harmless that if we help them, they will help us in return. So, if you show some generous kindness or good manners to these animals, then they will indeed help you. So, in our first chapter, we are going to learn a lesson, that is a lesson in kindness, and this lesson is based on how we can grow some kindness towards this animal. So let's hear to a story, students. It was a Sunday morning. Mr. Roy was sitting in his house reading a newspaper. Suddenly, he looked out of his window and saw a little boy in the street. The boy had his bag hung on the shoulder. Then he took a sandwich out of the bag. There was a little dog as well in the street. Now, the dog saw the sandwich in the boy's hand and he came running to the boy, wagging its tail, and sat in front of the boy. The boy asked the dog, "Oh dog, do you want this sandwich?" As the dog was hungry, the dog just came in front of the boy and sat on his hind legs and opened his mouth for sandwich. But the boy was so rude that he didn't give his sandwich. Instead, he gave a hard kick in the dog's belly and the dog yelped in pain. Instantly, the dog at once ran away from the boy. Looking at the dog, the boy began to laugh. Such a cruel boy. Mr. Roy was watching this from his home. Now, Mr. Roy thought of teaching this boy a lesson. So, Mr. Roy said, I must teach this boy a lesson. So, Mr. Roy got up and came in the street. He had a stick in his hand and he called the boy with a kindly tone. The boy at once came to Mr. Roy. So Mr. Roy asked the boy, "Oh boy, do you want this chocolate?" The boy was in such a happy mood that the boy said, Yeah, please give me the chocolate. Then Mr. Roy said, "Have it." So the boy stretched his hand to take the chocolate, but instead Mr. Roy gave him a sharp blow with his stick. "Ouch! Why did you hit me?" the boy said angrily. "I didn't ask for your chocolate." Then Mr. Roy made the boy realize what mistake he did. Mr. Roy said, "And the little dog didn't ask for your sandwich. Why did you hit it?" This was an eye-opening lesson for the boy. He felt ashamed. He felt sorry about what he did, and his eyes were filled with tears. Mr. Roy asked, "Did the blow hurt you?" The boy said, "Yes, uncle, it hurt me." So the boy was in pain. Yes, Mr. Roy then said, "Now you know how the little dog must have been in pain when you hit it." At once, the boy asked for forgiveness and he said he will never do it again. Mr. Roy said, "Good, you must remember this. Don't be cruel to little birds and animals. They too feel pain." So the boy promised to Mr. Roy that he will be kind with animals. So Mr. Roy said that God has made things big and small. Love God's thing and God will love you. So the boy, listening this, he folded his hands with the respect and he walked away. Mr. Roy as well walked away with a smiling face as he thought that he had already taught the boy a lesson. So students, the moral of the story is, if you are kind and loving to others, others will be also kind and loving to you. Not only with humans but with animals as well. You have to show them some generous and kindness so that they will be helping you in return as well. So students, this is our today's lesson, a lesson in kindness. So children, today's homework is to read the chapter A Lesson in Kindness thoroughly. And in our next class, we will learn new words as well as the vocabulary of this chapter. I hope you have enjoyed this story. Thank you and have a nice day.